analysis. Ed Clancy, I think it's been a bit of a challenge for him. I'm hoping it goes well. He said he's found it very, very exhausting as a schedule. Let's see if he picks it up here.
Yeah, so Ed Clancy, always a crowd favourite, of course, the London Olympic champion as well, so we have good memories from this track. And yeah, it has been a busy schedule for these riders, travelling around Europe, these different rounds of racing. We saw a little clip from him earlier, showing his sleep data and stuff. Of course, all that is really important to performance, but here on the night with the crowd as well, that will really lift these riders.
Let's see how they roll, shall we? Sebastian Moravedri was absolutely dominant. There he is, he's on the front at the moment, being introduced to the crowd. He wears the aquamarine of the Champions League lead in the endurance competition. He's got his work cut out if Corbin Strong repeats what he did in Mallorca, which must have been a bit of a heartbreak for Sebastian Moravedri. But what a way to bounce back, and it shows that the endurance competition is quite a tight one, isn't it, for the men? Yeah,
this is our tightest competition out of the four that we've got this UCI Track Champions League. So Sebastian Moravedri, we just saw a shot of there, he leads by just 2 points over Corbin Strong, who won the 2 events of the opening round in Mallorca. Sebastian Moravedri winning both rounds last week in Lithuania. So both riders on excellent form, and it is all coming down to the tactics as well. And look, you can see how fast this breakfast is being run off from the start.
And guess what? Corbin Strong showing some of his strength in black, just goes up to the rail. Just cleaning up on the inside, here's Gavin Hoover, and he is dragging in Sebastian Moravedri up to the fore. And we're on board with Hoover, as you can see, one of the multi-tools that come with that bike. And he goes up to the rail as they continue to eat into the distance here. This is going to be fantastic. Moravedri out wide then towards the rail. Meanwhile, downstairs we've got Roy Efting here of the Netherlands. Team hobbled really by COVID with, I'm afraid, Hulen not part of proceedings for the sprint today, but we will see how Efting manages to pick himself up for this one. Kuboki of Japan just goes up to the rail. Poland also busy here with Alan Banaszak. And the pace just being set by Kellen O'Brien of Australia on the nose for the time being. We've got some fracturing here. This is only 5 kilometres, 20 laps. You cannot miss out. Sebastian Moravedri is in the vanguard at the moment with 13 laps to go. And in fact, we'll see there is a little bit of a gap back to him. He's in the second group, as you can see, of a trio that are about to be reabsorbed by those behind. This is frantic stuff, Joe.
Yeah, this race has just been so far from the off. So a little group of 6 sort of were pulling away a little bit there, but they have been brought back. We did see Moravedri in that leader skin suit in the middle there doing some work. So all back together now, but you can still see everyone's riding at a really fast pace here. Almost halfway through this bike race now.
Claudio Imhof has been a man who hasn't really functioned on all cylinders, I think it's fair to say, in this endurance competition. But he's a great 6-day man, is the Swiss, and I'd like to see him perform. He certainly looks up for it today. Let's see how he rolls. Watch out for him, number 68. For the time being, 6-0. Blind 60 is William Tidball, the under-23 European Madison champion, who does his turn on the front. With 4 Brits in here, Joe, I'm not quite sure how much assistance, if you like, or teamwork that they'll be offering up. But this might bode very well for Rhys Britton, I reckon.
Yeah, so Rhys Britton had a fantastic competition so far. So he finished 3rd in the scratch race in the opening round in Mallorca, 2nd last weekend in Lithuania. He's, of course, a World Championship medalist from the Worlds in Roubaix just a few weeks ago, back in October. So he is on fantastic form. He's a really exciting rider to watch race, very fast in the sprint. So if it does come down to a sprint, definitely watch out for Rhys Britton.
Well, Gavin Hoover it is that sits just in front of Moravedri at the moment, and as you can see, others would like to play the game, quite frankly, and it's time to pick up the cudgel and start using it. It's Claudio Imhof of Switzerland. I told you, he's a great 6-day man. If he's had been disappointing so far, he's the sort of guy who can nick a lap. This is bread and butter to him. It's exactly what he does over the 6 days of those magnificent competitions, and he's flown the coop with 6 to go. What a move.
Yeah, this is an excellent move, and you can hear the noise from the crowd. Everyone is so behind him. Look, he's already got about a 1/3 of a lap gap at the moment. We're down to 5 laps to go, so very close to the end. And now look, the bunch have sat up for the first time.
Wow. Well, I thought that he'd had such a A lacklustre performance so far within these UCI Track Champions League. We know about his class on the 6 days. He had to be a secret weapon today, and because he's so far down the order, he's not a threat. So none of the big guys are going for him, and this could be Claudio Imhof's moment to take a win. 4 to go.
Yeah, excellent move. You can see him holding a nice aerodynamic position there. For the first time, the bunch have sort of got themselves organised. You can see they are trying to chase now, but just 3 laps ago, and he's got a good half a lap on the field, so he's out of sight now, which could be crucial.
Well, it's usually the 6 days perform better on a smaller track. He'll start to run out of resources, but he's got over half a lap as we speak at the moment. That's going to be enough of a cushion for him to sit on that. Doesn't matter what anybody else does, they're not going to catch him here. He's away. This is going to be 20 points for him, for the flying Swiss, Claudio Imhof. It's a question of who's going to tidy up behind him. Oh, what a move. The crowd love this. They're used to the London 6. They're used to seeing this kind of performance. And what a show by Claudio Imhof. Chapeau, sir. That was brilliant.
Amazing win there. Plenty of time for him to celebrate as well. Really sort of lap it up, enjoy this moment. And what a fantastic win. He took that opportunity. There was that slight pause from the bunch behind, and that's all it took for him to get a big gap very quickly. And once he had that, once he was out of sight, he was long gone.
Well, there you can see Hubert and Moravetti were looking at each other, and away he went. And as I said, no danger to anybody out there. Been expecting a big performance from him, Joe. We've said it round after round. At least I held the faith and believed in him, and he repaid me.
Oh, definitely, yes. He's always a brilliant one to watch race. We've seen him as part of the Swiss team for many, many years, also part of their team pursuit squad regularly as well. So we know how strong he is, and like I say, when he got away, held a nice aerodynamic position there and just got his head down, put the power down and delivered that brilliantly. Just taking that opportunity, that split-second decision when he was up the track. Other riders were looking at each other, and that is just what paid off. And you called it as well, Carlton. I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.